All right, what is going on, guys? Xtimus here. So today I present to you Sanctuary mod. So I've been working on my dream version of Diablo 2 for about a year, and I've just been learning how to mod Diablo 2, and this has just been so much hard work to get to this point, and I'm so excited to finally announce and release this mod to you guys. I just spent so many long nights, so many long hours up all night watching the sun come up for so many months trying to get this mod done and just trying to bring it to life, and it's just finally here. Probably the biggest thing about Sanctuary mod that is really exciting is that it's probably going to be on Diablo 2 Resurrected. So from what I've learned from Blizzard and what I've learned from expert mod makers for Diablo 2, it sounds like since I've done a light mod and I've only edited the text files for Sanctuary mod, it will probably be able to be on Diablo 2 Resurrected, so that's super exciting. But just make sure you guys check out the description below if you guys want to skip to certain parts of the video you want to see. If you guys want to see the whole wiki for Sanctuary mod, you guys can go to xtimus.com and just click on Sanctuary mod. On there you can see basically the Ariat Summit version of my mod. You can see all the set item changes, unique item changes, rune word changes, the complete patch notes, and more. So I'm just gonna do an introduction and just talk about Sanctuary mod and just do some gameplay for you guys. I'm going to show you all of my favorite characters. And if you guys want to support Sanctuary mod, you guys want to support my vision for it, really it all depends if you guys like the mod. If people like this mod, then I'm going to continue to do development on it. I love the mod. It's my dream version of the game, and it was completely made by myself. I made all the changes by myself. I taught myself how to mod. I did have two of my friends help me out here and there. I had my good friend Shadow Nizari from Frozen Keep, the Frozen Keep modding community. They both helped me out and answered a lot of my questions. And one thing about Sanctuary mod is it's just going to be single player for right now. It's offline. I really hope you guys understand that I've made this mod by myself. So there's really only so much I could do. I cannot create a server for the mod by myself. If some of you guys maybe want to join my team, you guys want to be a part of Sanctuary mod, maybe I could hand over my game files to you guys and you could create a server. But I really can't do it by myself. I cannot, keep up with the server and be banning bots. Make sure you guys go to xtimus.com if you guys want, like I said, if you guys want to see everything about the mod, and patreon.com/xtimus if you guys want to support my vision. I think modding is really going to be the future of Diablo 2 Resurrected if it's done properly, because if you guys understand Diablo 2 and you're an endgame player like myself, you'll really come to the realization, or if you're a new player, you'll come to the realization that there's a lot of things in Diablo 2 that need to be improved on. I believe that Diablo 2 is the future, and it's just such a wonderful game. There's just no other game like Diablo 2, and I think with Diablo 2 Resurrected, a lot of people are going to see that, and with modding, it's just going to be the future of that game. So I just hope Blizzard does it right and they make all the right decisions. So I don't want to go too into that, so let's just get into some gameplay, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I love you guys so much. On this video, we will be playing my two favorite classes for the mod, a Zealer Paladin and a Fist of the Heavens Paladin. They're both builds I think represent Sanctuary mod the best, and we get a vision of the two main types of builds in Diablo 2, melee builds and Spellcasters. Let's get into some features and then gameplay. The Zealer Paladin represents many balances made to melee characters. My vision is to balance melee characters to be just as effective as spellcasters in all areas of the game, such as clearing speed, farming bosses, and giving melee builds access to teleport. I want players to have a reason to choose melee builds more often. I was able to do this by applying spells on striking to hundreds of items, such as a chance to cast Blizzard on striking with this Frostwind. This allows melee characters to do a wide variety of area effect damage. Melee characters originally have a difficult time clearing areas such as Chaos Sanctuary, because most of their damage is just single target damage. Teleport is now applied to the Hellfire Torch. This is to allow all class builds such as the Zealer the ability to farm bosses in a quick way, just as a spellcaster would. You can also teleport in town to travel faster and save time. Teleport on Enigma has now been replaced with Shout, which is a barbarian battle order that increases defense. I wanted Teleport on Enigma to be replaced with a very effective class spell, to make sure the item is still very useful, since the item is so popular. It's important to remember most of the endgame unique items in Classic are not very good. There are around 400 unique items in the game, and most of them have been balanced in the mod, such as Tyrael's Might and Mangsong's Lesson, two of the rarest items in the game that are almost impossible to find, are now set to be very overpowered items, as they should be since the drop chance is so low. You can also see Tyrael's Might has Magic Find. Magic Find bonuses will be on many more items in the mod. All of the endgame class set items have a high amount of Magic Find, so other classes can have Magic Find, not just sorceresses. Many melee based items have a boost to Magic Find as well. I also added a new set of items called Super Unique Items. The Constricting Ring is currently the only super unique item, and is now the rarest unique item in the game. It can only drop from Bale on Hell difficulty. This was an unreleased ring from Blizzard North, and it has new bonuses in the mod. Moving on to more items on the Zealer, we have Medusa's Gaze, another very rare unique item that was not very good. You can see it has enhanced damage, and not many items had this bonus on Classic. Enhanced damage has been upgraded on almost all items as well. It's also available on many more item types such as shields and helmets. You can see it has a chance to reanimate as Tomb Viper. This is a bonus that wasn't used very often. You saw it on the Faith Runeword before. This bonus has a chance to turn a monster you killed into a Tomb Viper that will fight for you. This is similar to Revive on a Necromancer. Reanimate was a huge passion project for the mod. It is applied to items such as Azarath to spawn Izual. Azarath was wielded by him, so it makes sense that the item can spawn him. It was a passion of mine to have the name or the story of the item somehow be applied to what you do with the item while playing the game. Another example is Medusa's Gaze. Medusa is associated with snakes, and the item can spawn fire snake hydras and Tomb Viper snakes to fight for you. Also, Andariel's helmet can now spawn Uber Andariel, known as Lilith. Many of the bosses now cast new spells. Mephisto is my favorite modified boss in the mod. He can now cast Bale Teleport, Bale Inferno, and Frozen Orb on striking. Item drops from bosses have been balanced as well, such as Dario can actually drop something useful. The Ancients can now drop items as well. One of the coolest boss fights in the game is now a good place to farm. One of them has the drop rates of Nightmare and Dario, so you can now farm Stones of Jordan in Hell difficulty. Another has the drop rates of the Cow King. Since melee characters being more effective was such a passion of mine, let's get into some gameplay.
death can save you from me.
Now moving on to Spellcasters. Fist of the Heavens is one of the coolest spells in the game that wasn't very effective. It is now balanced to have a lowered casting delay to be casted more often. The holy bolts that shoot out from FOH can now damage all monsters. This makes it a very effective spell for area effect damage. You can also notice he is using the Heaven's Brethren set, which is now a FOH Paladin set. Many of the set items that were very bad are now very effective for endgame. The class sets have been highly upgraded as well, and all have a boost to Magic Find similar to the Taurasha set. Let's get into some gameplay of the FOH Paladin. There are hundreds of changes in Sanctuary mod, and it would be a very long video to go over all of them. If you guys want to learn more, go to Xtimus.com and click on Sanctuary mod. To support the mod and future development, go to patreon.com/Xtimus. And I'm looking forward to playing the mod, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I love you guys so much, and I will see you soon.